With the heroes recovering from the attack of the USJ, All Might brings Aizawa up to the lookout and introduces him to Goku. As Aizawa asks Goku, please, Midoriya help me unlock this power. I need your help to properly master it and make it my own. As Goku says, sure, he loved training new people. As him, All Might, and Goku heads into the lookout and head into the hyperbolic time chamber. As Aizawa asks, what is this place? It's a place where you can get a year worth of training in a day. Wait, so a year in here is a day out there. Don't that means that we're aged up? No, don't worry about that. I accounted for that. I asked the Guardian of Earth to make sure we don't age in here, so we can stay in here as long as we need to. We do have a few days off work, so that's not a problem. But not a problem. But Goku asks Aizawa, so tell me what your power would do. Well, my quirk, and as long as I look at somebody, I could deactivate the quirk. And with this key that Midoriya helped me unlock, it seems as long as it's activated, or as long as you're around me, you can't use your quirk. Does it work on Ki? No, it doesn't seem to affect Ki yet. Goku says, but it's not that they're around you. It's that you're subconsciously mixing your Ki with your quirk, and you're saving off miniature rays of your Ki and surrounding the people you want it to, and it's surrounding people you want it to. So that's why it only affects. You're subconsciously only affecting people or items or objects that you wanted to. Someday I wouldn't be surprised if this was able to affect Ki as well. You can stop people from using their transformation to Ki. That's all my just a ton of amount of skill and technique as I'll have. As they begin training, yeah, and All Might showing off the Kaioken to Aizawa, but Aizawa notices it's not really effective. He get All Might can use it more because he has a bigger body, but for him, his body is way smaller than All Might's, even Goku, and it's going to be more of a nuisance for him than a BRT. Yes, it does boost my power, but Goku, is there any way to use this Kaioken without it's damaging your body? As Goku says, he doesn't know, but I mainly rely on my Super Saiyan transformations, and if I need the quick boost, I go into Kaioken. It doesn't really occur to me to try to upgrade it, as Aizawa says, that's his goal. Not only am I going to match his power, I'm going to make a Kaioken more effective for myself and for you. So they begin to do this, and Goku and All Might teaches Aizawa the Kaioken. As Aizawa is still a pretty smart dude, he tries to remove the drawbacks or make a technique that's similar to it, which in the 2 years he spent within the time chamber, or let's say about 3 years, he is able to do it. He calls it the Red Blazing Aura, which is basically Kaioken without the drawbacks, but it does have one caveat. Instead of damaging the user body, let's just start. Let's just call this Kaioken to be exact because I'm not want to keep. Or I could just call it RB. While using RB, instead of it damages the user body, which All Might felt this effective as well, it drains your Ki. Like really fast, like super fast. You can go from full power Ki to half in a matter of a few minutes. So it's not really effective if you use it at high levels. But at a time 2 and at times four, Aizawa have and both All Might have mastered. It drains your Ki super fast, but it doesn't damage your body. It doesn't damage any of their bodies whatsoever. But the caveat for no damage is no Ki. And that's not really a problem. But that's not really a problem or a mistake for them, which their power levels each is reaching around 200,000. Well, all Might being at 200,000. Since Aizawa had a later chart, his power level hits 100,000, All Might previous power level, which is totally amazing. Which Goku after teaching Aizawa how to use his ki more effectively. With the scarf Aizawa used, Aizawa was able to create a ki technique, which is basically similar to a scarf, or like an MJ Black Whip. He can make key whips and key holders they can use exactly the same as a scarf. And since Aizawa does like the scarf, he spent years trying to perfect it. He merges his ki with it, making it stronger, and basically making it unrippable. And let you have the super strength fork, or of course, or if you're stronger than Aizawa, or your willpower is stronger than Aizawa's, you cannot whatsoever break out of it. Which him also mastering his technique, he can now rudely and consciously control what targets he wants to affect. And he can expand his aura, which is something he really wanted, up to, let's just say a 10 meter radius, at least for now. And Goku Huntress was right. He not only can it deactivate quirks, it can stop the user from using their ki. So even Goku is affected by it, which is really impressive. As Goku thinks he might have just made somebody who may be on par with Beerus, but Goku powers up into Super Saiyan God to see if it's effective against God Ki, which it isn't. Goku have a hypothesis. He thinks if Aizawa learns God Ki, this is also going to affect God Ki, so he's going to be on par with being just as Beerus. Well, not really, because their physical strength, Beerus' physical strength alone, can still wipe out the planet with just one hit. But it can't stop the user from using God Ki or Goku version. But he isn't sure if it works, if it would work on Destroyer Ki or Angel Ki or Ultra Instinct. But Goku eventually moves on, and they actually ask the time chamber. As Deku sitting at home resting, since USA with an attack, he senses the power level, and Aizawa, they've gotten exponentially more powerful as he feels that Aizawa have gotten stronger than him. As All Might goes to get Deku and bring Deku into the time chamber once more, not for a whole day, but he does bring Midoriya in there for about a couple of weeks to teach him the new version of Kaioken. Him and Aizawa calls RB, which Deku power level doesn't go up any further than what it already is. Let's say he went from 50,000 to 51,000. And he can use the RB now. Not since it is a new technique for him. And he's never really used it before. He can only use it up to a time 2, because that's how much your technique drains the user ki. Which even Goku mastered it. And just like the Kaioken, he can use it up to a time 20, but it does drain his ki really fast. As he's gonna go show his techniques to King Kai, which apparently King Kai mastered a times 50 Kaioken, which is impressive for Goku. But Goku or All Might teaches Midoriya the technique RB, and Deku could use it. Midoriya could use it up to times 2, but they go and prepare for the UA Sports Festival. And let's be honest, I could cover this, but let's be honest, not much is going to happen. It's obvious. It is blatantly obvious that Midoriya is so overpoweredly more powerful than everybody else. It's basically just rush, which is the problem with this series. Is everyone's too strong way too fast. But I have a caveat. I'm going to make the villains. I'm going to make the villain stronger, but how would I do this? For coming over to Shigaraki point of view, he's speaking to Alpha One. As Alpha One gave Shigaraki a secret quirk, which allowed him to watch and observe and copy techniques. But and Alpha One, he unlocks it for Shigaraki, and he has the memories now. And Shigaraki, from just watching Midoriya, all might use it, have the basic understanding. Have a basic understanding of Ki as Shigaraki stands up, becoming more toned, more muscular. As Dr. Hejiro creates a chamber for Shigaraki and for Shigaraki and Korogiri, which allows them to train in gravity 10 times, or even up to 100 times that of Earth, which them still watching it in the sports festival. So, of course, Midoriya obviously won. But that Bakugo kid, he seems interesting. He may be able to be brought over to our side. As Aquaman thinks that in his mind. As Shigaraki and Kurogiri begins training, and they both have a basic understanding of Ki, which Shigaraki does, so he's activating his aura, which is obviously great. And this aura have an ability. It sends out shockwaves of energy that expands up to a meter, and it decays everything in its path. So it's just basically damaging the building they're in. But Dr. Hedgehog suits up something, and he's able to pretty much make the building resistant to Shigaraki, the K aura, and they begin training. They begin training in the gravity, in the tense gravity, but Offcoin have been alive for almost 1,000 years at this point. Well, not 1,000 years, but almost years at this point, almost 300 to 400 years. And he had access to a secret room. That's our Earth. He's in this time off planet. He's been traveling around his galaxy, this planet, with his ages, able to create clones of himself, and he sends them out into outer space, collecting resources and sending suitable planets in case he ever want to leave Earth to take his most loyal subjects with him. He had found planets that he himself, not only him, could rule over. But he did find other forms of life, and he found access to this weird room where inside is a year, while the outside is only a day. As he finds out from the locals or the guardian of that planet how to build one of those rooms, which is basically travel and the form of magic he picks up. He's able to teach it to Dr. Hezero, and he's able to make his own hyperbolic time chamber. Of course, it's not somewhere public like the house pool, of course, but it is somewhere secret that only he and Shigaraki have access to. As he sends Shigaraki and Korogiri in there for 2 days, and when they come out, each of them are on par with Shigaraki with a power level of that equals to Midoriya to 50,000, 51,000. I mean, and Kurogiri, since he is a noble, he had more potential than Shigaraki, since he had multiple quirks, and his team is basically acting like Ki, but it eventually disappears, and he reveals his face. Since his Ki is much more powerful, he doesn't always keep it activated anymore, since he has more control over it. And instead of his aura, he can teleport anyone. Not just, he doesn't have to look at him, and he's able to get rid of some of his weakness he have becoming exponentially more stronger, and each of them have mastered their ki and their auras. And Shigaraki, he doesn't have that problem. With as a ki, he can surround ki in his hands, and he can basically touch people now. He can touch things. He doesn't have to worry about. He doesn't have to worry about decaying anyone anymore. And that's going to be a huge problem for everyone in the future, since the League of Villains is going to be on par with the heroes now. Cutting back over to Midoriya, as a few days have passed after the sports festival, they all got hero internships. As all my old teacher, Gran Torino, he still wants to take a look at Deku. And he still wants to train him up a bit in honor of Nana. As Midoriya agrees, he still ends up going to train with Gran Torino. But that's where I'm going to end this part off right here. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out.